pinatunayan niya sa atin na each of us, we are worth dying for. Convinced ba kayo yan? Nakaka-touch, di ba? Na grabe talaga ang pagmamahal ng Diyos para sa atin. Na handa niyang ibigay ang kanyang sariling buhay para tayo ang magkaroon ng buhay. Nakatulad kung paano siya natulong sa mundo. At saka, I don't know how you felt, no? Kung ano yung experience niyo while we walk through the stations. Pero ako, I really felt attracted to the life of Jesus. I don't know if you're attracted, no? Na, parang ang hirap niyan. It's not easy what Jesus had passed through. But I believe that each of us, we have this desire in us to be like Jesus, to love like Jesus. No? Kasi grabe yung pagmamahal niya sa atin. At tayo rin gusto din natin magmahal. Di ba? Maraming mga dynamics. And we were invited, no? That how we can also pray our brothers and sisters, love them. And I realized that it is, no, that we are attracted. Kasi, at that moment, while we walk in the stations, we were awakened that same capacity of Jesus' love. We have the same capacity to love like Jesus. Naniniwala ba kayo dyan? We have the very same capacity to love like Jesus. At nakita natin na Jesus, no? Bakit niya nagawa yun? Because that way of love, that is the only fulfillment for Jesus' life. Yun ang tanging nakakapulfil sa kanyang buhay. At same din sa atin, when we love like Jesus, that is our greatest fulfillment. And that is the invitation for us this afternoon. In a while, we are going to have or to venerate the cross of Jesus. For some of you, it's your first time, no? Kasi mga first timer sa Easter encounter. But to understand, no, what is to venerate the cross of Jesus? So in that moment, we are going to express our love for Jesus. Di ba we express our love, we have different gestures, right? So we serve them, no, our family, our friends, we help them. So in this moment of veneration, we are also going to express our love, perhaps by kneeling down, or to kiss the cross of Jesus, or bowing down, no, or whatever gesture that you want to express in front of Jesus on the cross. And I invite you, no, not just showing that, but really to contemplate Jesus. Have you heard this word, contemplation? What is to contemplate Jesus? It's not just to look at Jesus at sasabihin natin, Jesus, luli talaga kita. Kasi grabe ka. Grabe ka kung magmahal. Luli talaga kita. And that's it. But to contemplate Jesus is to allow Jesus to look at you, to look at Jesus and allowing Him to look back to you. To contemplate Jesus is to have this heart-to-heart talk, dialogue with Him. No? I invite you to really pour out your heart in front of the cross. Really, express everything. No? Express what you want to ask to Jesus. Maybe you want to ask Jesus, what do you want for my life? What are your plans for my life? What is my purpose here on earth? Have you ever asked that to Jesus? Kung ano ang plano niya para sa inyo? I remember, in the beginning of my journey sa Verbum Day, I was in my first year in college, no? Like some of you. And I have lots of questions of Jesus talaga. And I remember I was asking him, Jesus, what do you want from me? What do you want me to be? Who do you want me to be? And there, I realized that God has already planned for us. He has everything set for our lives. But of course, we need to be open to that plans of God for us. And I realized ko that the purpose of God for each of us ay hindi lang basta-basta. His purpose is that each of us, we can be like Him. Wow! We can be like Jesus. Sometimes, it's true, naniniwala tayo, but sometimes, kaya ba natin yan? Is it really possible to be like Jesus? No? Lalo-lalo na when we see our weaknesses, when we doubt ourselves, kaya ko ba talagang magmahal katulad ni Jesus? But Jesus is telling each of us, yes, you can. Nothing is impossible. I am showing you how. Kaya, sabi niya, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Si Jesus yung model natin sa ating buhay. Kasi siya ang pinaka-goal ng God the Father para sa atin. Remember in Genesis 1:26, we were made from the image and likeness of God. And who is that image and likeness of God? Jesus, His Son. We are molded, with a pattern, and that pattern is Jesus, the blueprint of our life. That's why it's very natural for us to imitate someone, to have a model in our life. Sino ba ang model sa buhay mo? Sino ba inidolo? Yung mother ko. Yung mother mo. No? We idolize, we admire our mother, si mama, si papa, si ate, si kuya, or perhaps famous people. Sa mga mahilig sa basketball, si LeBron James. Sa mga Swifties dito, Taylor Swift. Or perhaps, you admire Pope Francis, you admire bishops, you admire missionaries, and many more. So it's very natural in us that we admire. Because we are called for more. We are called to be more. Not just, kampante na ako, okay na ako, kung ano man ako, kung sino man ako. No, we are called for more. To be like Jesus. We are called to be Christ in the world of today. Wow! What a beautiful goal of God for us. What a beautiful purpose. That we can live our life here on earth like how Jesus lived. Like how Jesus acted. Like how Jesus think. Like how Jesus made an options. Like how Jesus loved. And in my experience also, I had, marami akong goals sa buhay ko. And then, I studied what I wanted. Naka-work din ako what I really wanted. Tapos, parang sabi ko, wow, ito naman ang gusto ko. And I thought, at that time, I had a boyfriend, And in one moment, na-realize ko, hanggang ganito na lang ba ako? And then, I remember I was praying the rich young man story, in the gospel. Are you familiar with that? When Jesus told the rich young man, you only lack one thing, and that is to sell all that you have. And in that moment of my prayer, I really felt Jesus was telling me, Pearl, you only lack one thing, and that is to sell all your little goals in life and to have me in your life, to imitate me in your life. And I really said, wow, I don't know, Jesus, if I can do that, but I want to try. And that's why I'm here in front of you. Because at that very moment, Jesus was able to convince me that his highest goal for my life is to be like him. And I understood to be like him is to really give my life, to serve him like he served, to imitate him. That is why, we can understand why we are really attracted to the people who have shown goodness. No? We are really attracted to the people who have shown, wow, gusto kong maging katulad sa kanya. I remember when I met the missionaries, I was really attracted. No? Kasi namumuhay sila na simple at mapayapa. Very simple, at peace in the midst of course, we have difficulties. But then I discovered that why they are like that. No, I have so many questions. I want to know Jesus. I need to know why. It's because they only imitate one model, and that is Jesus. If they imitate Jesus, I don't know. In your experience, are you attracted to Jesus? Are you attracted?
Yes.
Really, when we really have this personal experience and relationship with Jesus, mas makikilala natin siya. And this is the invitation. Why we need, in this time of veneration of the cross, in this time, the invitation to contemplate, to look at him, is to really look at the life of Jesus. As the song says, look, learn, and live in me and with me. Learn from me. I want to teach you how to be like me. Because I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to be happy. And you can only be happy when you imitate me. That's why our founder, Jaime, he used to say, I don't need adorers, but I need imitators. No? I need people who will imitate me. Because the world of today needs someone who can show the love of Jesus. The world of today needs someone who can say, hey, Jesus is with you. Jesus is alive. Jesus is with us always. So I invite you, in this time, later, we have a moment to really venerate Jesus, to contemplate Jesus. I invite you, dialogue with Jesus. Talk to him like a friend. Ask him, Jesus, what are your ways of loving? How do you act? How do you act in a certain situation? What are you thinking? And in that way, we can be formed like him. Because this call to be Christ is a process. It's a process. It's not an overnight process, no? Na overnight, tapos bukas, magiging kawangis or katulad ako ni Kristo. But it's a process. that we need to be patient to ourselves. Because sometimes we have tendencies. But the good news is that Jesus won't give up. Won't give up to be there, teaching us. We are really invited to grow, to establish relationship with Jesus. Because we can only know someone, we can only know Jesus when we have relationship with Him, right? Because if not, how can we imitate Him? And so, I invite you, as I've said, be who you are in front of Jesus. Open your heart and allow Him, really allow Him to captivate your heart. Allow Him to show who He is. And allow Him not to be part of you. As what Saint Augustine said, you become what you receive. We receive Jesus. We experience His love. And we become, if we allow ourselves to be formed by Him.